Was the movie last night interesting or interested? The answer is obvious for native speakers, but our students aren't always sure which one is correct. Luckily, the answer is easier than most of them think. Here's a clear and simple way to explain the difference between these participial adjectives. So what exactly are participial adjectives? Basically, they're nothing more than adjectives that end in ing or ed, such as bored, boring, interested, interesting, and so on. Most of us know which form to use probably just because it sounds right, but students need to know how to select the correct form. So today, I'm going to teach them this rule. Use the ed form when the object you're describing is feeling or experiencing the adjective. For example, I am bored, because I feel boredom. But we can use the ing form when the object the adjective describes is what causes that feeling or experience. So, the movie is boring because it causes me to feel boredom. Using this rule, my students should be able to complete the worksheet I'll give them to practice the difference between the ing and ed forms. Okay, so for today's class, we're going to go over some adjectives. We're going to review the adjectives of ed and ing. So I have an example on here. I have the word interested and interesting. What is the difference between the two?
Probably you are interested, but the class is interesting.
Okay, let's look at an example here. For the first one, would it be I'm interested or interesting in the documentary?
Interested.
Very good. And the documentary is?
Interesting.
Interesting. Very good.
Okay.
So you can use ed to describe the experience or the feeling, okay? But you can use ing to describe what is causing that feeling or experience.
Okay.
Okay? So I have a worksheet here, and there are 10 sentences that are using the ed and ing adjectives, and I want you to fill in each one with the correct adjective.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
May I ask you a question, please?
Sure.
It's probably the same, the 8 and 10, but it is. He didn't know the answer to the question and felt.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's embarrassed or embarrassing, but I'm not sure about. I think it's embarrassed.
It is embarrassed because he is feeling that experience. It's not something that he's creating it. He feels it. So he's embarrassed. He's not embarrassing.
So it's the same with. I was singing a song to many people at the concert and I couldn't remember the words. It was really. Oh, in this case, it's embarrassing. Okay.
Because something else is causing that feeling.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
You're welcome. So is everyone ready?
Yes.
Kiel, what did you have for number 1?
I'm excited about my new apartment.
Okay. Does everyone agree? Excited?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Okay. Carlos, number 2.
Okay. I'm feeling really tired. I didn't sleep well.
Okay.
Is it
Do you
okay?
agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So why is it tired?
Embarrassed.
Why are you using tired instead of tiring?
Because I didn't sleep well last night, so now I'm tired.
Very good.
You feel?
Okay.
I feel tired.
All right. Number 3.
Okay.
The smart was very interesting. You should go.
Okay. Interesting. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I agree.
Giving students rules to help clarify grammar can be helpful, but also risky. Students might want to overgeneralize and apply the rule to every situation, but as we know, there are many exceptions in English. So, if we teach the rule, we also need to tell them how accurate it is and point out notable exceptions. For example, we can tell students that usually we need to use the adverb form to modify verbs such as, she types slowly. However, with stative verbs, or verbs that convey a feeling or condition, we do not use the same form. So when we're sick, we say, I feel bad, and not, I feel badly. Your students will appreciate it when you give them tips and tricks like these to help them navigate the uneven terrain of the English language. But they'll appreciate it even more when you warn them about exceptions or other bumps in the roads that might cause problems if they try to overgeneralize.